Here they come. Mean as hell and thick as grass.
Edge of Tomorrow is a 2014 action sci-fi starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, which is loosely based on the Japanese light novel by Hiroshi Sakurazaka. Hope I've said that correctly. Which, to be honest, when it released, I did not see it. Cause each time I saw the poster for this movie, I didn't know if it was Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat. And to make matters worse for this movie, I was already hyped to see The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and X-Men Days of Future Past, so of course I was gonna see those. And not to forget Godzilla, which also came out in May of 2014. Yo, we were eating the movies. But then I stumbled upon the manga, All You Need Is Kill, like years later, and was like,
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Only to later find out that there was a movie adaptation starring Tom Cruise. What? Oh shoot, the adaptation is actually Edge of Tomorrow. So now I had to see it. And yeah, let's talk about it. But first, this is my 10th video on here and I'm just thankful for you guys that subscribe and watch the channel. We have made 10 videos. Wow. So for this video, I will be joined by my cousin, Rain.
Hey everybody, 10th video, woohoo, let's go! Spoiler warning for anyone who has not seen the movie, so go watch it, like right now.
But if you're still here, let's go! The movie opens with Public Affairs Officer Major William Cage, who goes to meet General Brigham, only to be ordered to go and fight alongside the soldiers in the front line.
But you see, Cage here is just a TV guy, so the only action he knows is when the director says the word.
So he tries to blackmail the general, and then he gets forcefully taken to the base. So now we're up and he finds himself at the military base. He finds out he has been demoted to private and gets put in with these guys, the J Squad, under Sergeant Farrell.
Why are they looking at him like that? Do male and female soldiers share the same room?
Maybe she's just there to gamble, you know. So then Cage gets sent into the mix. These guys don't even teach him how to turn off the safety option.
Did I hear how workmates treat you when you're a newbie?
But where is the safety?
Exactly.
Then they all get sent to the front line and shit hits the fan immediately. But in a fun PG-13 way, you know? All hope is literally lost and this man's safety is still on. What the heck? And his suit keeps saying... And then a mimic, this thing...
Forgive my brother for not explaining them. So these are mimics. They are these alien species that came to Earth and want to wipe out everything. And people came together to fight them because that's the only time we would ever come together. And they kept losing until this woman, Rita, the only badass, damn, she's a badass. Oh, sorry, was victorious once. And so now we are sending everyone because we have the hope that we can actually win against them.
Thank you, bro. Then a mimic pops up right under the J Squad and annihilates them. Oh my goodness, the mimic even emotes.
Bro was waking on that victory, my brother.
Then Cage surprisingly manages to turn his safety off and deletes the mimic. This man couldn't even get a laugh in and the boss mimic shows up and right when he offs it, its blood lands on him, offing him too. And it looks painful as hell.
But it was quick.
Huh?
Like 4 seconds, bro. I was counting.
Yeah, 4 seconds is a long time, bro.
That's what she said.
So now we're up and he finds himself at the military base. He finds out he has been demoted to private and gets put in with these guys, the J Squad, under Sergeant Farrell. And Cage is confused, right? Like, didn't I do this yesterday?
On your feet, maggots!
Pause. This guy giving some real BBDGV vibes.
He goes to the front line again and then he gets hit and dies again. So now we're up and he finds himself at the military base. He finds out he has been demoted to private and gets put in with these guys, the J Squad, under Sergeant Farrell. Now Cage is concerned, right? So he tries to communicate about what's going on to the sergeant and the J Squad.
It's true. And you have to listen to me. Your very lives depend on it.
but they think he's crazy and shut his mouth and still send him in the front line where everything pretty much goes the same, and it goes on again and again and again. And to be honest, I really love this scene, the dying scene, you know what I mean? I know many time loop movies have such, but it's done well here. He figures, let me save Rita, right? Because she's the badass. But she notices how Cage is moving and she's like,
Find me when you wake up. What? Come find me when you wake up.
so now he tries to get to her before they're sent to the war. And he finds out that so she takes him to this scientist where we learn that the mimics have a hive mind, right?
So there's a big brain somewhere that resets time when the boss mimic is killed. But to know where this brain is, you have to die so much that you start seeing visions of the brain. So Rita takes it up to herself to teach him to be a pro fighter, because you can't transfer the power.
This thing's in my blood. So maybe there's some way I can transfer it to you.
I've tried everything. It doesn't work.
I mean, have you, tried all the options?
Oh, you mean sex? Yeah, tried it.
How many times?
All right.
Can't blame a homie for trying to clap. Sorry, I don't think YouTube will allow us to say that.
But see, you have to make sure you die, because if you get someone else's blood, you lose the power.
Last time I was in combat, I was hit. I was bleeding out, just not fast enough. I woke up in a field hospital with 3 pints of someone else's blood, and I was out. I lost the power.
So he starts seeing the visions after dying a couple of times. And now they're like, we need to get to the dam where this brain thing is. So now they have to figure out how to get off the beach and go to the dam. But sadly, it's not an easy task for Rita. Cage, on the other hand, can just live, die, repeat, you know what I mean?
Later, my guy Cage becomes a total badass. Like, hundreds of hours of Warzone. Of course he will. And they manage to get off the beach and even some breathing time and talk about getting to a farmhouse and has a helicopter in its backyard.
But see, Rita only makes it that far, and he gets tired of seeing her die over and over again, to the point that he goes by himself to the brain's location. But so the brain ain't stupid, right? It knows that Cage can also repeat days, so it tries to get the power out of him. But Cage's like, not today, and dies again. So they have to get this device thing that can help him get to the brain again, which they do with the help of the J Squad to go and destroy the brain, together with the power of friendship and love.
I wish I had the chance to know you better.
After a cool last stand battle, we win. Mimics all die. Finn. So, what are my thoughts about this? It actually is a pretty good movie.
Really good time, trust me.
This movie is so good you wonder why not a lot of people talk about it. Oh yeah, May and June 2014 was on fire. And the fact that the title didn't decide if it was Age of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat or Age of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat probably confused potential fans. And the fact that it doesn't have the name of the original light novel because they had a problem with the kill being in the title. Like, really, guys? Really, guys? This meant fans of the light novel and manga like me had no idea this was an adaptation, making it an often overlooked movie, which sucks because it actually is good and doesn't go the dark route, which still would have been fine, but hey, that's probably just me. Amongst the many time loop movies and stories that exist, Age of Tomorrow comes with its own flair that weirdly leans close to the manga while being its own fresh take, and because of that, I'd recommend it any day to anyone that hasn't seen it. Hey everyone, Flaming Boy here. Thank you for watching till the end. I love that I can talk movies with you guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I like to hear from you, so let's chat in the comments and catch you in the next one, Space Cadets.